I was down at the dog park with Marley, which all of you guys know from being Employee of the Month here at Wealthion every single month. He's a bloody good boy and key asset here in at Wealthion. And we were actually throwing the ball. And Marley loves playing a bit of fetch. He loves chasing the ball, bringing it back, and he chews it up in his mouth every time he brings it back. And he destroys the balls in less than 2 minutes if we buy him the cheap ones that you get from Kmart and that sort of stuff. And so we end up buying him the Wilson's ones, which cost 10 times more, but they last him forever. He doesn't chew through them in 2 minutes, and he's able to get, we're able to use them again and again and again. And it sort of jogged my memory and made me think about the difference between cost and value. I've had clients who have, that have always bought name brand stuff. They've got the money to, and they've always done it. And so they do, and they, right from peanut butter to t-shirts to bed sheets, it's always the highest quality name brand sort of stuff. And then on the flip side, I have really thrifty clients who always are purchasing your home brand sort of stuff, and always looking for the bargain. And I've had a lot of people who think that I'm more in the bargain camp, where they think that I'm always looking for what's cheap and that sort of stuff because I'm a financial advisor. And I find it really, really interesting, because I'm actually of the opinion that you've got to get really good value out of stuff. And value doesn't just mean cheapest, or it doesn't mean a bargain. Value doesn't just mean that. Value means that you're able to, get longevity out of something, like Marley with his balls, or with his tennis balls, sorry. Or like purchasing tyres. I don't believe in purchasing the cheapest set of tyres because it's going to save you $600. These are things that you rely on for your safety. And so you want to make sure that you are purchasing a good quality set of tyres. On the flip side, there are things out there that you can buy a little bit cheaper and get really good quality stuff as well. So it's not all about cost. And I look at this right from a point of view of day-to-day life, when we're going shopping down at the supermarket and that sort of stuff, right through to when we're looking at investments and the types of stocks and shares and managed funds and property trusts and REITs and those sorts of things that we're actually looking into. So it's not just about the price of it. Just because something is cheap doesn't make it good. We want to make sure that we're getting good quality, we're getting value, and it's going to be able to perform for us over the long term. If you're buying a really good example is if you're buying a $30 pair of shoes every 6 months, versus buying $150 pair of shoes, but you've got that for the next 8 or 9 years. You're going to be better off over the long term by buying the more expensive pair of shoes, simply because you're going to get better wear and tear and stuff out of it. And Marley, even though he's trotted off on me, he definitely knows the difference between a good ball, a good tennis ball, and a cheap tennis ball, because he gets through in about 2 seconds flat. So, I'd love to hear what you guys think. I suppose your good value, the stuff that you can get at a really good price, that is really good value, because we all come across those little gems out there that we find the cheapest option is actually the best. For a long time, a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine is frozen pizza. So for a long time there, the $3.50 frozen pizzas were absolutely phenomenal. But things change and they're not as good anymore. But would love to hear about your good cost and great value gems, and the sort of stuff that you actually spend money on. So let me know. Hit me up in the comments or send me a message. Love to hear from you.